Dude, this is perfect. We found something to laugh about. So the last video is going to transition right into us laughing about something else. But still. What's up, you guys? This is One Classic Gamer here. Welcome you to part 133. Is it 133?
33.
Of The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. I'm your resident channel owner, author of all this exquisite content. And sitting next to me, I got Just Insane 2099. Yes, that's how you pronounce his name, like a robot, you know? That's how he likes it. Not 2099, 2099.
Since this is his channel, I'm going to go ahead and let him have that. And, like you said, we're just coming back. We're still doing our shrine missions. That's Domizuin?
Shrine. Yeah,
Shrine?
Domuzian. If you're wondering why we were laughing, we started recording, but I forgot that I had my fucking audio on, so it literally sounded like fucking, like UFOs, like literally like tuning in and like trying to like, oh, these things are fucking scary, dude. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah, pretty much like just what just happened now.
Oh my god, bro. 201 Korok seeds. If you guys haven't lost your mind with us, or minds with us at this point, I don't know. You guys are stronger than we could ever be, to be honest. You know, this is crazy, bro. And, bro Sofinas, for any of the girls watching this, I don't feel like I have a female audience, bro. Honestly. I feel like it's mostly guys that watch me. Maybe there are some girls that watch my channel. If you are watching this channel and this video, welcome.
I've never had a girl watch me before, so like, hi, just want to introduce myself. No, it's okay.
Totally not blushing, you know, like. Dude, this is like, that area right there is like some Pirates of the Caribbean shit with like the cannons and all of that. Did you ever watch those movies?
I did, but I started with the second one.
That was so good. Dead Man's Chest.
I believe so.
Dude, that was when Disney actually had the balls to like kill people in like brutal ways in their movies, you know? Now all their movies are like family friendly and shit, you know?
Well, we live in a very delicate and sensitive generation.
Yeah, I agree, man.
I mean, we're dealing with people that sometimes are just like so sensitive. You could show them a picture of clouds and rains, and they'll just be like, "Oh my gosh, you made me sick!" Like, I just showed you a picture. Yeah, but I got sick because I seen it. And you're like,
you want to know a good one? The fact that gamers nowadays complain about female game character models, but they complain about the most ridiculous things ever. People complain about the fact that Aloy from Horizon Forbidden West, the new one, the fact that she has all of that peach fuzz on her face doesn't make her as attractive. And I'm just like, you got this massive ass game, all this great shit, and that's the one thing you zero in on, like, that you can't, like, jerk off to her, like, the fuck, you know, like, go back and play your fucking old Tomb Raider games then, I don't know, you know, like, everything is either woke now or not woke, you know, and it's just fucking annoying as shit. I'm so tired of that whole, like, woke, you know, aren't you tired of that shit?
I don't know. I'm sleep, so.
Bruh. Dr. Sleep. Did you see that movie?
I didn't. That's basically the Shining sequel, right?
Yeah.
Like the kid's adult now and something.
I mean, I don't really know the story, to be honest. I just know that Obi-Wan from Star Wars is in it, you know? Ewan McGregor.
Mm-hmm.
And,
who we will never refer to as Black Mask.
Was he Black Mask?
He was, but it was such a terrible movie. Harley Quinn and the Birds of Prey and the Emancipation of Harley Quinn or something.
Damn. I never saw it.
Yeah, you did yourself a favor.
I talked about this honestly, dude. Like, and I guess we could talk about it now. Like, since we didn't fully delve into it a couple videos ago, but like, I basically said that when Endgame came out, I feel like I was one of the few people who was like, right off the bat saying the Marvel movies are going to decline. People are going to stop watching them. And at the time, people would tell me and be like, no, bro, you're crazy. You're just being negative and this and that. I'm like, no, just watch. Like, these movies are going to, like, drop off severely, you know? And look at where we're at now. 2024. Marvel movies are flopping so bad that they want to bring fucking Tony Stark back from the dead. Like, why? You know? Why? Honestly, I even saw Guardians of the Galaxy 3 I even thought was disappointing. I didn't like that movie, dude. Did you see that one?
I did like it.
It was good for like the first half, but when they bring Rocket back and like from like when they revive him, it just becomes like the whole typical, oh, stop the bad guy, you know, big giant CGI fight for the last 30 minutes, you know? And that shit, like, when that was happening, I literally looked over to my friend, I was like, I want to leave right now, dude. Like, I am not interested in this at all. Like, this, I've seen this so many times. Like, I'm not impressed by this, you know?
Listen, man, any movie that can get me to, like, cry over a CG...
I never cried once in Guardians 3. Everyone was telling me I was going to cry during that shit. There was one part where I was like, okay, like, you know, not even... I wasn't, like... It was sad, but it didn't get me to the point of crying. And it was the scene where he, like, dies.
Sentanaka Shrine. I'm still doing that.
Nice.
Continue. I'm not taking away the thunder.
The scene where he just, like, dies and then he sees his friend that was shot, remember? And she's like, it's not your time yet. You know, remember? Like, that was the scene that was, like, kind of sad to me, you know, a little bit. Like, you have to, like... You know, you remember the part I'm talking about, right?
Yeah. And the thing is, I don't want you to keep repeating it just in case there's, like, somebody watching that didn't see that movie.
Who gives a fuck?
Like,
I don't care, dude. It's my channel.
You know what? That is a very valid point.
Yeah. This whole conversation started with the decline of Marvel movies.
No, this whole conversation started with yeah, you just missed out while we were laughing, but we're laughing like from something else. That's where it actually started. But continue.
Okay, you don't have to get technical, dude. You know.
Rocket crying, sad.
That part was like the one part that I thought was kind of sad a little bit, but it didn't like get me to the point of like wanting to cry. It was like the bad guy, he had potential, but then he just turns into this guy who just starts yelling and screaming every single time he's on screen. And at that point, it's like you've kind of lost your credibility as a bad guy and you're more like a child now, just throwing fits, you know?
See, to me, I mean, if I had any qualms with Guardians of, like, the Galaxy, is that, like, Adam Warlock was severely underused. Like,
oh, yeah.
They made him, like, basically, like, a grown man-child. But it's like, dude, like, the power scale that this man has, like, yeah, this dude can literally grab and throw planets at you.
That is a good point, because fucking in Guardians 2, how long did we wait after that end credit scene before Guardians 3 came out? Like, a long ass fucking
3 years.
time. No, it was longer than that. Guardians 2 came out like in 2017 or something like that. So we waited 6 years for that. I bet you it was 2017. I remember because it was around the time I was working at Six Flags. So it was like...
Oh no, Guardians 1 came out in 2014.
Yeah, Guardians 2 was 2017, and they do the end credit scene, making us say, okay, oh shit, like Adam Warlock. I'm going to be honest, I didn't even know who the fuck that was because I don't read the comics, but still, I was hyped. That was back when I still cared about the Marvel movies. And even in Guardians 3, he's sort of a side character. You know, he has enough scenes, but every scene that he has is just like a throwaway joke or something. You know, it's just like like where they took his character, I was just kind of like, why, like he's with the good guys now, like the fuck, like all of a sudden. And you commented on how strong he was. Like there's that fucking part where he just grabs the pig guy by the head and just takes his head off, like no effort at all. You remember that?
Yeah.
I'm like, you have such a cool character here and you just fuck him up. That's one of the things I honestly hate about the Marvel movies is the humor. The humor never works for me, dude. Like it is like so cringe, It's just like, stop. Like you can have humor, but don't overdo it with the humor, and don't give us a serious ass scene and then the next scene throw a joke at us or something. Like, it just feels like to me like they can't make up their minds,
Well, I don't know. Like with Marvel movies now, like I said, we talked about this in the previous videos. They like now it's just one of those things where I think they're at the point now where it's just like, okay, they don't know what direction they want to go in. Where like Endgame was like a 10-year plan, and they're like, okay, here's where we want to end up at. We want to end here. Now, these are the people we need to bring in here. Like, these are all the people we need to like connect in order to bring this together to fruition. Okay, how can we do it, and how can we have it all lined up? This is how we'll do it. This is how we'll play it out, and it all comes together at the end. However, after Endgame, then it was just like, okay, now we're going to continue. We're moving on. But now they started throwing stuff with the TV shows. Because, like, from Iron Man in 2008 to Endgame in 2019, all of their movies, like, connected. But they connected solely with the movie. So if there was something you didn't understand, you just had to watch a certain movie. And then it's like, oh, watch the end credits. And the end credits will, like, set up something. Or in the movie, something will lead up and it's like, oh, hey, remember that end credit scene from over here? Yeah, this is this. Okay, now you get it. Now, after Endgame, it's like, okay, now you got to watch this TV show. And now a lot of the movies are trying to lead into the TV show. But if you don't have a subscription or if you don't, like, have Disney Plus, yeah, how are you going to know?
Basically, if you have a life, you're never going to know. Like...
And then when you watch the next movie, you have to understand, some people are going to go in and it's like they just watch the movies. Like, me, for example, I never saw... The only Disney Plus show that I actually watched was Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Yeah, we watched that.
Yeah.
And I thought that was good, but I bet if we went back and rewatched it, it probably wouldn't hold up as well.
Nah, I think it still would.
I think it had its moments, but, like, overall as a whole, it just kind of, like, felt rushed. It was only 6 episodes, Whereas, I mean, WandaVision had a little bit more time, but WandaVision was... I'll admit, I liked WandaVision, but I liked it in a way where I'm like, okay, that was good, that was entertaining. I'm never going to rewatch that, though, Like, Falcon and the Winter Soldier had some action scenes that I can go back and, like, rewatch, and be like, this is cool. The one episode of Falcon and the Winter Soldier, the one plot line in that show that I feel like they just wasted was the whole, like, Walker, like, the guy who picked up the shield, like, when Chris Evans became old and he gave the shield to Anthony Mackie and was like, it's yours now. And then literally, like, a few days later, he's like, I don't want this responsibility. And he gives it away, and then they give it to some, like, fucking Navy SEAL, like, asshole. And then they do something really interesting with his character where he fucking murders that guy in front of everyone, remember? And he's standing there with the bloody shield and everything. And then in the next episode, and this is why I hate TV shows, why I can't get into TV shows now. The next episode, it's only like 5 minutes, the first 5 minutes of what you actually want to see. And then the rest of the episode is slow and boring. It's like, okay, you wrapped that up really quick, like, it's like, what was the point? Like, you had this guy, and then it's now you're moving on to, like, the terrorists and shit again, like...
Well, no, that I understand because they're setting up who he... Well, I don't want to spoil it for people. Well...
It's older than Guardians 3. So
okay, well,
they've had more
basically,
time.
They're setting him up to become U.S. agent. So
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. But the thing is, that's never going to happen because they were working on a Captain America 4. I don't know if you heard about this, but the test screenings were all going like so poorly. Like people were saying like we do not want a Captain America 4. Like we don't want it.
No. You know what they're really
I know
saying.
what they're really saying. I know what they're really saying. I know what they're really saying. And I'm sorry, dude, but like it's like I'm not being an asshole. It's just how people reacted to it.
Yeah.
You know, it's the cold hard reality. Like I like Anthony Mackie a lot, but me personally, I don't think for me there was enough time for him to like it just seemed like one episode he was unsure about whether or not he wanted the shield. And then the next one he's like, well, I gotta go become Captain America now. And then he's in the suit and everything. And it just felt like so rushed, you know? That's just how I felt, personally. It didn't feel earned to me, you know? Like, Captain America, I guess, went through an arc in the first movie where he was all, like, he was wimpy and, like, skinny and shit in the beginning. And then he got the once-in-a-lifetime opportunity that all of us, you know, guys wish we could have. He had a really hot girl come up to him and be like, hey, you want to be a part of this government experiment? You know? And then, yeah, now he has like a six-pack and shit. And he's just like... So I guess he did also become overpowered like nothing. But like, still, there was a little bit more build-up, you know? I like the original Captain America, but what about you?
Well, you have to understand, a movie, like set up for a movie and a TV show, you have so much less time. And then you also have like different productions going, like value going into a movie as opposed to a TV show.
Yeah. I'll give you a good example. A movie that does it right, in my opinion. Christian Bale being locked up in the prison in Dark Knight Rises. That whole scene, that him being in the pit, goes on for about 30 to 40 minutes, but it feels like right. Like when he finally climbs out of that pit, it feels earned because you've like been there with him during like him watching his city just get like burned, you know, and like you want him to get out of there. Like Falcon and the Winter Soldier, it's like one scene he doesn't want to fucking be the whole season. He doesn't want to take the shield and be Captain America, and then all of a sudden he's just like, well, I guess I gotta do it, you know. And it's just like, okay, you know, there were still great things in that show. Like I can't lie, you know, like. The other guy, remember the guy that they went to go interview? The guy that they had been experimenting on for a really long time?
The original Captain America that was black, that they just was like,
that was
no
a good
way
plot, though.
We're going to accept a black Captain America.
That was a good plot, though.
Yeah.
And I thought that the payoff for that was good when he had the whole, like, exhibit of the museum built for him. Like, that actually got me. I was like, dude, that's so sad. You know, like, but, like, sad in, like, a happy way, you know? Justin, why aren't you saying anything for this last video?
Sad in a happy way? Like, I'm sorry. You're not giving me anything to work with. Sad in a happy way? Like, okay, viewers, listen. If you can, as a matter of fact, like, this is a test for you to see your, like, value and participation. Comment down below any activity, any at all, that could be sad in a happy way. Like, leave your comments down below. Like, I really want to see this.
It's white people stuff, dude. Honestly, we cry over everything.
You really do. Like, you ask for a 20-piece nugget and you get 19.
No, bro, no. What are you saying? What are you... Oh, let's stop. Let's just stop. Let's stop with the race thing. God.
The only race we talk about here is in Mario Kart.
Okay. Yeah, sure. I'll take it. We still need to do Mario Kart.
Dude, did you just feel that awkward silence as soon as I said that? Like, I heard the silence get quiet. Like, it was quiet already, and then as soon as I said it, it just got even more quiet.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see how people respond to these videos this week. How do you think people are gonna react to these? Now that we're at the final video of the week.
I think they're gonna respond eventually.
I think they'll be mildly entertained. At least. You know? I hope you guys are entertained.
I'm running on fumes here, so I don't actually have any material. And see,
It's
unlike,
good we got 3 minutes left.
Those like Twitch actors and YouTube actors that have like scripts and plots and bits and pieces and all of that. What you're getting here is like 100% like original.
When we do the next batch of videos, we're going to be doing it at a much earlier time. So hopefully we'll both be a little more awake and we could just get them done. You know? Will you be more awake, you think?
Well, if I haven't been up for like almost 24 hours, probably.
Yeah, I mean, I think I hope you guys enjoy these. Honestly, I mean, I've had fun sitting here and doing these. I know it's been a lot, but thank you, dude, for joining me. I hope we can stick to our plan and get the next batch done. You know. But now that we're nearing the end of this video, I just want to thank you, though, for joining me this week with all of these videos. I know we went through an entire week's worth in, like, 2.5 hours. It feels a lot longer than that, but still, we're pretty much nearing the end of this, so,
And we do it for you, the viewers, like, for all of your entertainment needs.
We're putting this much work in for something that people are going to watch in like 20 minutes, you know? But how many other YouTubers can you say go the extra mile like me? And they're like, YouTube is a huge platform. You know, there's a ton of creators.
Right now, at this very moment, I feel like a bunch of people just like going in the comment section and they're like, so-and-so, 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 and so-and-so.
And I'm like, well, shit. Ban, you know? Like... silence the haters, you know? Like, fuck. Man, this is not happening, okay? We're almost done with this video, bro. Come on. Okay, so the last one here is at the maze, the labyrinth. That's another thing, dude. The last, like, minute of these videos always sometimes feels like the longest for some reason. It's like waiting for recess to end, like that final, like, bell to go off. Like, it's time to go home, you know? That's what this shit feels like. But I think all I'm doing now is basically going back to Lookout Landing. Oh, no, we're going to the depths to do something. I think I'm grinding for, like, Zonite and stuff. But for the most part, this video is pretty much done. We cleared that region out pretty quick. That was the Akala region. I believe next time we're doing either the Lanayru or the Elden region. We're going to have to play it by ear and see, to be honest. But yeah, it looks like I'm just going to get Zonite charges. You need these for the Zonite device dispensers so you can get all the materials you can to like craft like ships to fly around and traverse the environments basically. But if you guys enjoyed this, please comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.